So anything on the site that is not in the middle, well, I shouldn't say not in the middle, because for example, this banner that's changing is considered a module. Anything that is just static text, I should say, with a picture, is an article. But anything that is, for example, on the side, or anything that is like, for example, this banner, or even this verse of the day or information that's on the bottom, those are modules. Okay, so if you're looking for something and you're like, I can't find it, it's not like, for example, the events, which is a component, the prayer request, which is a component, or the give donate section, which is a component, it's probably going to be a module. So to access the information that's in these side sections, like for example our service times, you want to go to the back end, and this time the menu you want to go to is extensions, and under extensions you'll see module manager. And what I've done is, because there are tons of modules that the website comes with, and you just want to find, you just really are concerned with the ones that are enabled. And there are tons of ones that are on here that are not enabled, because they're disabled, because they're just not being used. So in this right section where it says select state, I've just selected enable, because those are the ones that you're concerned with. So for example, our service times, which was the one that was on the left hand side, and notice when you see this little purple section, this little header, that usually is what the name of the module is. So in this particular case, it's our service times. And if you go to the back end, you'll see our service times. And again, if you want to see them in alphabetical order, you just click to sort by that, and it's sorting reverse. So I'm going to click it again, and it's going to sort alphabetical. So now if I go to our service times and click on it, if you scroll down, now menu assignment, this is all the different menu pages that it appears on. So right now it's set to appear on all. And some things you'll notice when you go in there, it has select menu items from the list. And so you can click this and then select specific ones if you only want it to appear on certain pages. Now if you scroll down, you have custom output, and this is the same as it was for if you're editing a page, where you just click in, you highlight, you type, if you want it bold, you do bold, italics, underline, etc. But this is where you would change any of that information in our service times. Okay, so I'm not going to make any changes in here, so I'm just going to click on close. Some modules are just like text. Other modules have special functions, like for example, and you don't have to do anything with them, like for example, our upcoming events automatically pulls in, it's a kind of like an app that's running, and it automatically pulls in events based upon the parameters that we set. So if there were some events that were listed in the event module, which is J events, that I covered in a different video, then it would automatically pull in up to 5 of those events, and they would automatically appear in that section. Let's say for example, verse of the day, that's another one that if you scroll down here, and again, there's more than one page worth, so to get to the next page I can just click on next, and there's verse of the day. And again, this is like a app that's running, and it automatically pulls the information from the site. So when I open it, there's really not anything that I need to change or anything like that, because it's pulling it automatically. It's using the English version. There's different versions. If you want to use the King James, for example, you could do that and switch to a different version. But some of these, they, based upon what the app is, they have different options and things like that that are available. The other one that I wanted to point out was our location, which is on the other page, and just to go and see if that is text, and it looks like it is. Okay, so in here is where you type in our location, and you guys can go in and you can change this to whatever you want it to be. Okay, whatever contact information you want in here for our location. The other thing that I like to show you is, like, for example, in business connections. Now on the front side of the page, this is business connections, and it's actually a link. And so you can create a link anywhere. You can create a link in a page. You can create it, in this case it's in a module where it's custom information. And so you'll see that here, when for this text, there's a little link. It looks like a chain link, and when you click on it or roll your mouse over it, it says insert edit link. And so if I click on it, and you do have to highlight the text first that you want to be hyperlinked. In this window, it says the URL. That's the address that the link is supposed to point to. So, for example, if you have a link to an external site, what I recommend you do is you go, let's say, for example, Yahoo. You go to the website and you copy the address up here. You highlight it, and then you do Control C to copy it, and then you go in here and you paste it in, okay? And that will be make sure that when somebody clicks on that link, it takes them exactly to that page. Now I'm going to cancel that because I don't want it to go to Yahoo. Now I'm going to go back in there again, and I'm going to point out if it's someplace within your site that you want it to go to. As soon as this opens, I'll show you. Under menu, let's say you wanted to go to a particular menu item. If you click on menu, all the different menus in here, you can choose like what menu you wanted to go to. Okay, so let's say, for example, you wanted it to go to the youth page. Then you would click on youth, and it automatically puts that information in there to link it there. On the other hand, if you wanted it to go to a particular page, you can click on content, and the things are in categories. So let's say it's under the about category. So then if you click on about and then church, it's going to open up all the different pages. And so you can connect it to a specific page just by clicking on it, and it'll take it to that page. And that's how you insert a link.